Okay, so the next topic is multiplying fractions and dividing fractions. So let's start with multiplication. Multiplication is very easy. You multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. So 2 times 3 gives me 6, and 3 times 4 gives me 12, and 6/12 does reduce, it becomes 1/2. So go ahead and try these three on your own. For the first one, you should have gotten 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 6 is 12, 1/12. 1/2 times 1/6 is 1/12. For the second one, 1 times 3 is 3, and then 8 times 5 is 40. That one cannot be reduced. And the next one, 2 times 4 gives you 8. And 7 times 5 is 35. That one cannot be reduced either. Okay, let's switch gears and let's talk about dividing fractions. Dividing fractions is very easy if you know how to multiply fractions. This first fraction, 2/5, stays the same. You're going to change your division to multiplication, and you're going to find the reciprocal of the second fraction. A reciprocal is when you invert and change the place of the numerator and the denominator. So the new fraction would be 5/4. Then you multiply just like you would with fractions, like we did earlier. 2 times 5 is 10, and 5 times 4 is 20. You get 10/20, or 1/2. Let's try a new one. 2/3 divided by 1/6. 2/3 stays the same. I change the division to multiplication, and 1/6 becomes 6/1 when I find the reciprocal. 2 times 6 is 12, and 3 times 1 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, go ahead and try these three on your own. So the first one becomes 1/2 times 6/5. 1 times 6 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10, and we can reduce by taking 2 out of both. 6 divided by 2 gives me 3, 10 divided by 2 gives me 5. The second one, 7/8 divided by 1/2, is 7/8 times 2/1. 7 times 2 gives me 14, and 8 times 1 gives me 8. If we want to change it into a mixed number, it becomes 1 and 6/8, and then you can reduce 6/8 if you would like to 1 and, oh, not 4. 1 and 3/4. Okay, 1/4 divided by 1/3 becomes 1/4 times 3/1. That gives me 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 1 is 4, 3/4 as an answer. That's it for multiplying and dividing fractions.